If you received a text message in the last 2 weeks that says your Social Security direct deposit was updated and there is a link to click if you did not authorize the change, delete it immediately. Do not click the link. Do not call any number in the text. Do not reply. Just delete it. That text message is not from the Social Security Administration. It is from criminals who have figured out how to steal your entire monthly check without ever talking to you on the phone. This is not a phone scam. This is not someone calling you pretending to be from the government. This is a silent attack. You get a text, you panic, you click, and 3 weeks later, your April deposit goes to a criminal's prepaid debit card instead of your bank account. On March 5th, the Social Security Administration's Office of the Inspector General launched something called National Slam the Scam Day. That is not a marketing gimmick. That is a federal emergency response to a fraud epidemic that has exploded in the first quarter of 2026. Let me tell you why this matters. The Inspector General does not launch National Awareness Days for minor problems. They launch them when the situation is out of control, when thousands of people are losing their money every week, when the fraud reports are piling up faster than agents can process them, when the agency realizes they cannot solve this problem alone and they need the public's help. The official press release from the OIG said fraud reports targeting Social Security recipients increased 340% in the first 2 months of 2026 compared to the same period last year. That is not a typo. 340%. The criminals have figured out that seniors check their text messages. They figured out that a text creates more panic than a phone call because you cannot ask questions. You cannot hear a voice that might sound suspicious. You just see words on a screen and your brain fills in the authority. Right now, international fraud rings are sending millions of text messages to phone numbers across the country. They are targeting area codes with high concentrations of retirees. Florida, Arizona, Texas, Ohio, Pennsylvania, California, they have databases. They know where the seniors live. If you are over 65 and you have a cell phone, there is a good chance you have already received one of these texts, or you will in the next few weeks. I'm going to tell you exactly what these texts look like. I am going to show you exactly how the scam works, and I am going to tell you about the one security setting inside your My Social Security account that makes it impossible for anyone to change your direct deposit information without your permission. But first, let me tell you about Doris, because Doris got one of these texts last month, and she did exactly what the scammers wanted her to do. Doris Coleman is 76 years old. She lives in Clearwater, Florida. She worked as a school librarian for 32 years. She retired at 65 and has been collecting Social Security ever since. Her monthly benefit is $2,180. Let me tell you more about Doris so you understand how devastating this is for her. Doris raised 2 children mostly on her own. Her husband left when the kids were young. She worked full-time and raised them by herself. She did not have help. She did not complain. She just did what needed to be done. When Doris retired, she had saved about $85,000. She thought that would be her cushion. Over the years, she has used some of it for unexpected expenses. A car repair here, a medical bill there, helping her daughter when she got divorced. That is what savings are for. Now Doris has $3,400 left. That is it. That is her entire financial buffer between stability and disaster. Doris lives alone. Her husband passed away 7 years ago. Well, technically, he is her second husband. She remarried in her 50s and had 12 good years before cancer took him. She misses him every day. She is careful with her money. She pays her bills on time. She clips coupons. She buys generic medications when she can. She does not eat out. She does not take vacations. She lives simply because that is the only way to make the numbers work. Doris does not fall for obvious scams. When someone calls claiming to be from the IRS, she hangs up. When she gets emails about Nigerian princes, she deletes them without opening. She has watched the news stories about elderly people losing their money to con artists, and she always thought, that won't be me. I am too smart for that. Doris thought she was too smart to get scammed. On February 18th, Doris received a text message on her cell phone. The text said, SSA alert. Your direct deposit information was changed on February 17th. If you did not authorize this change, click here immediately to secure your account. And there was a link. Doris felt her stomach drop. She had not changed her direct deposit. Someone must have hacked into her account. She needed to stop this immediately. Doris clicked the link. The link took her to a website that looked exactly like the My Social Security login page. Same logo, same colors, same layout. Doris did not notice that the web address was slightly wrong. It said ssa.securelogin.com instead of ssa.gov. Doris typed in her username and password. The website showed her a page that said, "For your security, please verify your identity." It asked for her social security number. It asked for her date of birth. It asked for her mother's maiden name. Doris typed in all of it. She was panicking. She wanted to stop whoever had changed her direct deposit. The website then showed a message that said, "Thank you. Your account has been secured. No further action is required." Doris felt relieved. She thought she had stopped the fraud. She had actually just given criminals everything they needed to access her real My Social Security account. Here is what happened next. Within hours of Doris entering her information on the fake website, the criminals logged into her real My Social Security account using her username and password. They went to the direct deposit settings. They changed her bank routing number and account number to a prepaid debit card they controlled. They logged out. Doris did not get any notification, no email, no text, no phone call. The criminals knew how to disable the security alerts. For 3 weeks, Doris had no idea anything was wrong. On March 12th, Doris checked her bank account. Her Social Security payment usually arrives on the second Wednesday of the month. It was not there. Doris waited a day. Maybe it was delayed. It happens sometimes. By March 14th, she called her bank. The bank said they had not received any deposit from Social Security. Doris called the Social Security Administration. She waited on hold for 2 hours and 40 minutes. When someone finally answered, she said, "My Social Security payment did not arrive. Can you tell me what happened?" The agent looked up her account. There was a long pause. The agent said, "Ma'am, according to our records, your March payment was deposited on March 12th, but it went to an account ending in 4471. Is that your account?" Doris said, "No, my account ends in 7823. I have had the same account for 15 years. The agent said, "Ma'am, it appears your direct deposit information was changed on February 18th. Did you authorize that change?" And Doris realized what had happened. The text message, the link, the fake website. She had given them everything. Doris's $2,180 payment went to a criminal's prepaid debit card. The criminals withdrew the money within hours. It is gone, vanished into the international financial system where it is virtually impossible to trace. Here is the cruel reality of what happens next. Doris is now in the process of trying to get that money back. She filed a fraud report with the SSA. She filed a report with the FTC. She filed a police report with the Clearwater Police Department. She filled out forms she did not understand. She answered the same questions multiple times. She spent hours on hold. She cried in her kitchen more times than she wants to admit. The SSA told her it could take 60 to 90 days to investigate and potentially reissue the payment. 90 days, 3 months. Doris has to survive for 2 to 3 months without her Social Security check, and there is no guarantee she will get the money back. The SSA investigates. They make a determination. Sometimes they reissue the payment, sometimes they do not. It depends on the circumstances. Doris has $3,400 in savings. Her rent is $1,350 a month. Her car insurance is $89. Her utilities run about $180. Her medications cost $210 after Medicare. Her groceries are about $320 a month. Let's do the math. Her monthly expenses are about $2,149. She has $3,400 in savings. That is about 6 weeks of expenses. Doris can survive for about 6 weeks before her savings run out. If the investigation takes the full 90 days, she will be 3 weeks short. She will miss a rent payment. She might get an eviction notice. At 76 years old, she might be facing homelessness because she clicked a link in a text message. All because she clicked a link in a text message. Now, let me tell you exactly how this scam works so you can recognize it. Step 1, you receive a text message that appears to be from the Social Security Administration. The text creates panic by claiming something happened to your account that you did not authorize. The most common version says SSA alert, your direct deposit information was changed on date. If you did not authorize this change, click here immediately to secure your account. Other versions say Social Security suspicious login detected on your account. Click to verify your identity, or SSA notice. Your benefits may be suspended due to irregular activity. Click to resolve. All of these texts have one thing in common. They create immediate panic and give you a link to click. Step 2. If you click the link, you are taken to a fake website that looks exactly like the real Social Security website. These criminals have gotten very good at copying government websites. Same colors, same logos, same layout. The only difference is the web address, and most people do not look closely at web addresses when they are panicking. Step 3. The fake website asks you to log in with your My Social Security username and password. When you type them in, the criminals capture that information. Now they have your login credentials. Step 4. The fake website asks for additional verification information. Your social security number, your date of birth, your mother's maiden name, security questions, whatever they can get. This information helps them bypass any additional security measures. Step 5. The fake website tells you everything is fine. Your account has been secured. You feel relieved and close the browser. You think the problem is solved. Step 6. The criminals use your real username and password to log into your real My Social Security account. They change your direct deposit information to their prepaid debit card. They turn off any notification settings so you do not get alerts about the change. Step 7. Your next Social Security payment goes to the criminals instead of you. By the time you realize what happened, the money is gone. This entire process takes about 10 minutes. The criminals never call you. They never talk to you. They do not have to convince you of anything. They just send a text, and your own panic does the rest. Now, let me tell you why this particular scam is working so well. For years, we have been trained to be vigilant about bank fraud. If your bank sends you a text saying there is suspicious activity, you take it seriously. You click the link. You verify your identity. That is what responsible people do. The scammers are exploiting that exact behavior. They are using your good habits against you. When you get a text saying your direct deposit was changed, your instinct is to fix it immediately. You do not stop to think about whether the text is legitimate. You just react. That reaction is costing people their monthly income. Now let me tell you how to protect yourself, because there are specific things you can do right now to make this scam impossible to execute against you. Protection Step 1. Never click links in text messages that claim to be from the Social Security Administration. The SSA does send text messages in some circumstances, but they will never send you a text with a link asking you to log into your account. Never. If you get a text claiming something is wrong with your Social Security account, do not click the link. Instead, open your web browser and type ssa.gov directly into the address bar. Log into your real account and check for yourself whether anything has changed. If there is actually a problem, you will see it when you log in directly. If everything looks normal, you know the text was a scam. Protection Step 2. Enable extra security on your My Social Security account. There is a setting inside your My Social Security account called Add Extra Security. When you enable this, anytime someone tries to log into your account, they have to verify their identity with a code sent to your phone or email. This means even if a criminal has your username and password, they still cannot get in without that verification code, and you will get an alert telling you someone tried to log in. Here is how to enable it. Go to ssa.gov and log into your My Social Security account. Click on Security Settings. Look for Add Extra Security or Two-Factor Authentication. Turn it on and link it to your phone number. This takes about 5 minutes. Do it today. Do it right now after reading this. Protection Step 3. Check your direct deposit information regularly. Log into your My Social Security account at least once a month and verify that your direct deposit routing number and account number are correct. If you see any information you do not recognize, call the SSA immediately at 1-800-772-1213. Do not click any links. Do not respond to any texts. Call the real number. Use X. Protection Step 4. If you receive a suspicious text, report it. Forward the text to 7726. That spells spam. This reports the scam to your cell phone carrier. You can also report it to the FTC at reportfraud.ftc.gov. Or go to the SSA Office of the Inspector General at oig.ssa.gov. Reporting does not get your money back, but it helps authorities track these scam operations and potentially shut them down. Now let me tell you about what happened with Thomas, because Thomas received the exact same text as Doris, but had a different outcome. Thomas Washington is 72 years old. He lives in Tampa, Florida. He is a retired electrician. His Social Security benefit is $2,340 a month. On February 22nd, Thomas received a text message that said, SSA alert, your direct deposit information was changed on February 21st. If you did did not authorize this change. Click here immediately to secure your account. Thomas felt the panic. His heart started racing, but then he remembered something. 2 months earlier, Thomas had watched a video about social security scams. In that video, it was explained that the SSA never sends text messages with links asking you to log in. Thomas looked at the text again. He did not click the link. Instead, Thomas opened his web browser and typed ssa.gov directly into the address bar. He logged into his real My Social Security account. He checked his direct deposit settings. Everything was correct. Same bank, same routing number, same account number. Nothing had been changed. Thomas realized the text was a scam. He deleted it. Then he did one more thing. He went into his security settings and enabled two-factor authentication. Now, even if someone got his password, they could not log in without the code sent to his phone. Thomas protected himself because he had the information. He knew what the scam looked like. He knew not to click links in text messages. He knew to verify directly through the official website. Doris did not have that information. She reacted on instinct, and it cost her $2,180 and months of stress. The difference between Doris and Thomas is not intelligence. It is not luck. It is information. You now have the information. What you do with it is up to you. Let me also tell you about something else that is happening right now that is making this situation more dangerous. In late February, the Social Security Administration made changes to their security protocols. They made it harder to change direct deposit information over the phone. Now, in most cases, if you want to change your direct deposit, you have to either do it through the online portal or visit a field office in person. This was supposed to make things more secure, but it had an unintended consequence. Because people cannot easily change their information over the phone anymore, they are more likely to go to the online portal, and scammers know this. They are targeting the portal specifically because that is where people are being directed. At the same time, SSA field offices are understaffed and overwhelmed. Wait times are longer than ever. If you need to visit an office in person to fix a problem, you might wait hours. This creates a perfect storm for scammers. People are being pushed toward the online portal. The portal is being targeted by sophisticated phishing attacks, and if something goes wrong, getting help takes forever. That is why you need to protect yourself before anything happens. Enable two-factor authentication now. Do not wait until there is a problem. Do not wait until you get a suspicious text. Do it today. Now here is what you need to do if you have already clicked a link or entered information on a suspicious website. Immediate step 1, log into your real My Social Security account at ssa.gov right now. Check your direct deposit settings. If they have been changed, write down the fraudulent routing number and account number. You will need these for the fraud report. Immediate step 2, change your My Social Security password immediately. Make it something completely different from your old password. Enable two-factor authentication if it is not already enabled. Immediate step 3, call the SSA fraud hotline at 1-800-269-0271. Tell them you believe your account was compromised through a phishing attack. They will flag your account and begin an investigation. Immediate step 4, contact your bank and tell them what happened. Ask them to watch for any unusual activity on your accounts. The criminals may have captured other financial information. Immediate step 5, file a report with the FTC at reportfraud.ftc.gov. File a report with the SSA Office of the Inspector General at oig.ssa.gov. File a police report with your local police department. Immediate step 6, monitor your credit reports. The criminals may use your personal information for identity theft beyond just stealing your Social Security payment. You can get free credit reports at annualcreditreport.com. This is a lot to do. It is stressful, it is time-consuming, and you should not have to do any of it. But if you click the link and entered information, you need to act fast. The faster you act, the better chance you have of preventing the theft or recovering your money. Doris is still waiting to find out if she will get her money back. She told me she feels stupid for clicking that link. She said I should have known better. I am not some naive person. I just panicked. I told her, Doris, you are not stupid. You are a victim of criminals who have perfected the art of making people panic. They designed these texts specifically to bypass your rational thinking. They want you to react before you think. That is not your fault. But I also told her, now you know. Now you can warn other people. Share your story so others do not make the same mistake. That is what I am asking all of you to do. Share this information with everyone you know who receives Social Security. Your parents, your grandparents, your neighbors, your friends, anyone over 65. These scams work because people do not know about them. Every person you warn is one person who might not click that link. The Social Security Administration launched Slam the Scam Day because they are overwhelmed. They cannot warn everyone individually. They are counting on people like us to spread the word. So spread the word and enable that two-factor authentication. Do it right now. It takes 5 minutes. It could save you $2,000 or more and months of bureaucratic nightmare. Doris did not know. Now she is fighting to get her money back. Thomas did know. He deleted the text and secured his account. Be like Thomas. Delete the text. Enable the security. Protect your check, because your Social Security is not just a number on a screen. It is your rent. It is your groceries. It is your medications. It is your independence. Do not let anyone take that from you, especially not through a single text message.
Yeah, grind mode on, can't kill my drive. Turn the pressure up, I come alive. Grind mode on, I don't fold, I don't quit. Hunger in my chest, every beat I commit. Eyes on the prize, no sleep till it's won. World in my hands when the grind mode's on. Wake up with a vision, I'm locked on the target. Turn pain into fuel, I'm a flame, I spark it. No shortcuts here, I embrace every test. Pressure on my shoulders, still I handle it best. I was made for the climb, every loss, every scar. Built me in the steel, now I shine like a star. If the road gets rough, I just double my speed. Ambition on 10, I was born to lead. Grind mode on, I don't fold, I don't quit. Hunger in my chest, every beat I commit. Eyes on the prize, no sleep till it's won. World in my hands when the grind mode's on. They said limits exist, but I shattered the frame. Every wall in my path is just fuel for the frame. Discipline heavy, but my spirit is free. I don't chase success, success chases me. I'm the storm and the calm, I'm the rise, I'm the proof. Every bar that I drop is the grind in the booth. Blood, sweat, tears, that's the code I trust. I don't wait for the crown, I earn it, I must.